57. I'm just kidding. All right, so we had this idea to do, and we kind of put it on the back burner until the other night during Denture Talk, and they were talking about doing something together as spouses. And so we thought, okay, that's cool, we'll do that. And we already had some stuff written down, but we hadn't really had a chance to talk about it or whatnot. What are you doing?
I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. It's that awkward thing you don't know what to do with your mouth.
Hey guys, no, it's funny. We're fine. We're really, we're fine. No, just kidding. And the dogs say hi, like they probably will throughout this entire recording.
Because once you give them food and water and stuff, it must be time to bark all night.
And my mouth has just kind of had it. I've had these in all day, and like I did in my vlog a little earlier, the bottom part has been bothering me, so it's a little sore. It is what it is. It's fine. But anyway, this is Chris. I'm Amy. We've been married for
over 10 years.
Yeah. Good answer.
Generalize. Let me get it.
10, 15. We don't know. No, no, just kidding. Anyway. When I went through having all the extractions and everything, he did so much right. And I didn't realize how lucky I was. Yeah, don't laugh. You did good. I mean, but he'd had practice because I went through 2 major surgeries that he had to sit through and deal with me healing for those, for thyroid cancer. And so, he's kind of an old pro at all this. But, old. His birthday's next week. He's old. No. He's really old. No, just kidding.
Let's not talk about birthdays.
I'm older. Yeah, I'm a cougar, what can I say? But anyway. So he's kind of used to all that. But he did so much right. Like, he knew what to do. He knows me well enough after all these years of marriage to know when he walks into a room and I'm a certain way that he's going to turn around and be like, I'll be right back. He's going to give me a few minutes. I'll have my mini meltdown or whatever over not being able to chew or eat chocolate or whatever. And then he's like, you're okay, sweetie. It's all right. It's okay, babe. It's all right. You got this. You got this. He's my own cheering section. But anyway, the first thing I was going to say was, do you have any advice or tips for the spouses or family members of somebody who's having like most of their teeth extracted and they're having dentures?
Run.
Yeah.
No.
For a few days anyway.
I think just listen to what she needs, and just be there for her. So it was really hard to not be able to help. I'm not a dentist. I'm not an oral surgeon. I don't know any of this crap. But to just be there and listen to her and as long as she's not expecting you to fix it,
Which just a couple of times I panicked on things and I'm just like, what do I do? What do I do? And he's like, I have no idea. These are my teeth. I don't know what to do.
True story.
Yeah,
True
I'm
story.
panicking. Like when I couldn't get my dentures out the other day.
I don't know how to chew. I can't help you.
I couldn't get I'd used too much glue and I couldn't get the uppers out and I was pulling like crazy. And so I was just looking at him like, what do I do? And he was like, I don't know. Do you want me to try to pull them? And I'm like, no, don't try to pull them.
I did offer.
And I was like, no, that's not what I wanted you to do. You're supposed to just tell me everything's going to be all right. It's okay.
Yeah, and that's a big thing. You just
support.
Because everything will be okay.
Yeah.
And if it's not, you go to the doctor and, so everything's okay.
The second thing is, how did you deal with the diet after all of the multiple extractions? We went from, as you can tell, we're very healthy people, like healthy people. We know how to eat some food. So yeah.
There's a lot of soups and broth involved.
Potatoes.
She likes potatoes, so that helped. But I don't know, there's going to be times when you want something, just have it away from the house. Well, that's how I was. I didn't want to be rude because I know she'd much rather have a burger.
I told him to go do it, though. I insisted that he do that.
She did. And sometimes I just didn't want to be, I don't want to eat dinner without my wife. But still, you know, sometimes you just want that burger.
It felt like it was cheating on me. He's in the car going, "This burger is great," and I'm like, "Give me some broth, please. I can't eat anything. I have
That
stitches."
call was made.
I feel so bad. I'm just like, "Tell me what it tastes like. Just tell me."
I think I was in the parking lot eating Panda.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's just,
Chinese food. I'm just
Panda
like, "Go ahead.
Express
It's
is
okay.
so good. I don't
It's
know what to
okay.
do."
It's all right, babe. It's okay." And he was just like, "It's really good." I'm like, "Sorry, I can't eat it. I apologize."
You're just gonna have to go out if you really want something. You're gonna have to go out and do it, but
don't be a jerk and
Yeah.
eat in front of your family member.
because she really wants it.
Even if they
Or he
say
really-
it's okay, just be like,
it's not okay.
"Yeah, I'm gonna run in here for something and then wolf down something really quick," or I don't know. That's what I would do. But I know
It's
he
easier-
did that too.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he did that too. I'm like, "What are you chewing?" He's like,
Nothing.
"Nothing."
It's easier to explain that that sausage or whatever on.
Yeah.
What'd you
Later
eat?
on.
No, nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. I
Give
gotta
me
go
a
brush my
kiss.
teeth. I'll be right back.
No, and he was lucky because I wasn't really wanting to kiss. I still had, sutures.
Your
and,
spouse will not be wanting to kiss during that time, so you can get away with the bad breath and
give me teeth. Anyway, but yeah, the next one is what was the most stressful point for you?
That's pretty easy actually.
I know what it is. No,
Do you?
I remember. I think, but the bleeding.
Oh God, the blood! Oh my God, it's so much blood. It was just
bled so much.
crazy. And then she's like, "Teabag, put a teabag."
Yeah, that was the last ditch effort. I had tried gauze for so long, and
I don't know what in
it
tea
was
makes that
hours
work,
and hours.
but it does.
Yeah,
And
he just panicked and he brought me like a cup with some tea in it, and I was just like, "Just give me the tea bags. I just need those." And
we don't have regular tea bags.
they were the family size ones.
Giant tea bag in her mouth.
Yeah, and I couldn't, like, one tea bag, like my mouth was so swollen, is that one tea bag I could put it in and get both sides, and I just would bite down really hard until I got it to work. It was crazy.
Good stuff.
That was scary though. I did bleed a lot. Like they
Yeah.
were like, you'll be done bleeding.
Well, they
2 hours
said,
or
okay,
so.
every what 10 minutes they were saying, or
Yeah.
every 15 minutes, change the gauze out.
I was like every
And then-
minute or two, and like,
Yeah, because we went from the surgery chair, literally 20 feet out the back door
yeah,
to the car,
I had
and
to
she already had to change it.
yeah. Well, and then we had to stop at Walgreens and we bought more gauze things.
That was a good call.
On the way home. Yeah, I mean, I was using them like crazy. But it finally died down. They're like, "No, everything's good. Everything's good." Tried the teabag thing. It worked great. It stopped. So
that was without a doubt the
Yeah.
scariest.
yeah,
I mean,
that
just
was.
to see that much blood.
Oh, I know something else that was not the. It doesn't qualify as being the scariest, but something that bothered you was I had a lot of bruising. Like without makeup on, it looked like somebody had beat the crud out of me. Like
I just can't
it was
see
black just here and on
yeah.
this other side because there were, like I said, there were 2 teeth that I had that were really impacted.
That was bad to see. I couldn't look at
Yeah.
you like that.
I would post videos and you could lightly see it, but I would cake on makeup to where, it bothered him so much to see me like I'd been mugged or something. It was really bad.
It literally looked like she'd just gotten in a fist fight and somebody just beat her up. And I was like, I cannot.
I won. You should see the other guy.
Yeah.
No,
right.
okay. The next thing. Okay, advice. Advice for your loved one, family member, especially if you're talking about your wife. Like if you're a husband and your wife is going to have this done, because I know you had brought up these points about like privacy and how sensitive I was about how I looked.
Give her space. She needs space because she's going through a big change, and I mean, try to put yourself in her position. I mean, it may not seem like if you're a guy, it might not seem like that big of a deal, but these are teeth she's had most of her life, and they're gone.
Yeah,
They're gone.
You look
and
different.
You look different. You
Old.
feel different.
Yeah.
And your perception of how everybody else sees you is different, and that's just something to remember. Because I know it really bothered her, and she didn't even want me to come in the same room with her when she was trying them on and stuff like that, and so she was really nervous about that. And
The funny thing is that I told him, I said, when I have my teeth extracted, I don't want you to see me without my teeth in, because I was assuming I was going to have immediates right away, and I was like, I don't want you to see me like that, so don't. Just I'll sleep in them and I'll take them off and clean them and everything when you're at work. And lo and behold, we had some complications. I couldn't even wear them home. At that point, I was still loopy from the IV sedation, and I was bleeding like crazy and swollen. And I'm like, I don't even care. Whatever. Do you want to look? Here, check it out. Ah. And I'm like, what? How does this look? Can you see the stitches? And he's like, okay, all right.
It doesn't
calm
look
down.
good.
Calm down. It looks really bad. But, and so I was comfortable without them in, period. I was super comfortable without them in. And then when it came time for me to try them on, I was really self-conscious about trying them on because I thought I looked completely different. Like normally, he'd never, in all of our years of marriage, I've never smiled like this.
No.
For pictures or anything like that. You know,
She'd always been
not
self-conscious
like that,
about her teeth. Always.
Yeah, I mean, so hi, how you doing? You want to date me? No, but no, I don't think so. Swipe left, whatever. But anyway, basically, I'd go to try them on, and I remember I was in the bathroom, I was in front of the mirror, and I was putting them on, and I was trying to smile because you don't know how to smile, and so I literally was doing the whole like, and he opened the door. And I bit his head off. I'm like, why are you opening the door? Why didn't you knock first? And he was like, okay, I'm so sorry. And he just was shutting the door really quick, like, oh crap, I'm going the other way. I don't know what's wrong, but I'm out of here. But you're really sensitive about how you look and how you talk. Like right now, I know I'm talking funny, but he'll tell me, no, you sound great, But there's something big and plastic on the roof of my mouth. And it's at the end of the day, so... it's really hard to get used to the way you look. You find yourself looking at yourself in the mirror or the camera, and you're just kind of like, that's really weird, that's not me, but okay, as long as it's fooling everybody, that's all that matters, it's worth the money, I guess, whatever. But, yeah, anyway, the last thing, that kind of ties into the very last thing, which you had. He told me a couple key points to write down that he knew were important about being supportive of the changes, like the smile talk and how they look. So, yeah. And you want to add anything?
To the spouse, it may seem different, but you got to realize that it's twice as different for them, if not more. I mean, they're in their head. They've heard their voice their entire life. It's going to sound different to them, and they're going to be super self-conscious about it. Yeah. So just realize that, and be there for the one you love.
That's the best right there. Be there, be supportive, understand the mood swings. I mean, it's worse, like I said, if it's wife and, hormonal anyway, but still, I get moody. But... I mean, I almost wouldn't go get my nails done because I knew I was going to have to speak to somebody. And I thought that I sounded so hideous that they'd never be able to understand me. And I'm like, what am I thinking? Because most of them, where I go, don't speak English very well at all. So I'm like, well, they're not going to be talking a lot, so I'll go ahead and go. But I told him not to leave my side because I'm like, if they start talking to me and they don't understand what I'm saying about what I need done, I need you to convey what I need done, So... yeah, he did, and it ended up not being needed. They could understand me fine, but very self-conscious about the way I talk. I'm still getting used to trying to smile. Every once in a while I'll smile and I'll laugh really big that I'm afraid they're going to come out, and then that hasn't happened. I mean, gum falls out of my mouth a lot, but other than that, the occasional chocolate catastrophe, that's always attractive. But anyway, be supportive. We're not going to touch on the whole lot of the whole, like, real personal stuff, but as far as, like, kissing and stuff like that, that's a trial and error deal. That's more like, okay, tell me if this freaks you out. And then you start kissing, and then he's like...
It is different. It is different.
Well, I'm like, with or without, and everybody's going to have their own preference,
It's your spouse. Shouldn't matter. I mean,
yeah. Once you've gone through the whole surgery thing, you're like, yeah, nothing bothers me. I'm good.
I'm just happy that hey, she still wants to kiss. That's good.
Score for me. No.
Yeah, that's like great.
You're nuts. Anyway, but yeah. So just be patient. That's all you can do. Just be patient and be kind to each other and supportive. and eventually it's going to blow over and everything's going to become normal. I'm going to start talking normal. These are going to not fall out of my mouth, and I'm going to be able to chew food. Like, honestly, like tonight, I ordered a big salad because I wanted it so bad. I couldn't eat anything but the chicken that was diced on top. That was it. So, soon I'm going to be able to eat, and we're going to be able to, this will be normal, and it's not going to hurt, and I'm going to be used to stuff, and he's going to be like, God, please, hurry up. He's been super patient. He's been super wonderful. He's like the best. I know, he just keeps laughing because I don't know why he does that. He is super amazing.
It's just
so
what you're supposed to be.
It is, but not everybody's that way. So just take it for what it's worth. All right?
I will.
I
will.
All right. Well, thank you guys. And if we come up with more questions or if anybody has questions, he's an open book. I mean, he'll answer anything. Trust me.
Yeah.
I'll have to tell him, don't you dare answer that. You know, we're not talking about that. What are you talking about? But, you know, he's fine. So if there's any questions anybody has, just let me know. All right. But I'm going to shut up because this has been like 16 minutes.
Wow.
And that's crazy because we can talk all day. We talk constantly. Anyway, thanks, guys.
All right. Talk to y'all later.
Bye.
Bye.